Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time I'm going to be talking about some newly shown Star Wars The Black Series Mandalorian figures. So this is very exciting for Mando Monday. We have 3 new Mandalorian figures from the Black Series. And some of these, well, all these figures I think are pretty anticipated. Particularly this one though. Finally getting the antagonist of the series, being Moff Gideon. So just going to be talking about these. They actually, at the time of filming this, like 5 minutes ago, went on pre-order. I quickly waited to film this just to get the pre-orders in before I were to do so, just to make sure they didn't sell out on me. But let's talk about it. So if you want to, right now they are still in stock. Mandalorian's so popular though, I don't know if all 3 of these are going to sell out like crazy, but I think at least Moff Gideon will be the most popular. But let's get started. So here we have Moff Gideon, looking very cool. Obviously the antagonist from the last 2 episodes, although he kind of comes in pretty late in the second to last one, so mainly the last episode. Nonetheless, hopefully he'll have a bigger presence as the villain in this season. In episode 3, finally getting his first appearance, but not much. Nonetheless, the figure looks awesome. I do like his armor. It's a completely new sculpt, of course. Face sculpt wise, I think it's okay. First of all, great artwork on the side of the packaging. I really do like the new Black Series packaging. Face sculpt is decent. It gets his expression across. As far as likeness to the actor, it's okay. It's nothing fantastic, but it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's okay. The overall figure looks very nice, pretty basic as far as articulation goes. His cape looks good. I'll be interested to see how that attaches, though. The armor Mandalorian, her kind of fur piece cape, that was the worst way that it could have attached. It attached via rubber pegs that were very small, so like there wasn't a whole lot that actually goes in, so it made it like pop off incredibly easy. I found that to be very annoying, so I'm hoping that they don't make the same mistake with this one here. The way that, because it even just kind of sits on his shoulders, it doesn't look super stable. We'll see. It might be almost like a Krennic thing where it just from the friction of, holding the shoulder stays on, but Krennic's was a little bit more taut, so it didn't have as much of an issue as I'm sure this one will have, because this one is really just kind of laying on his back. So hopefully it pegs in, and hopefully it's a strong peg. But overall, looking like a nice figure. Comes with a blaster, which is great, but we all know what accessory we really want. The Darksaber looking very cool. Very nice to see him come with it. Would be, as far as what they did color-wise, I think that it's decent. It's obviously got the black hue on the inside, and then it looks like it's kind of a bluish translucent kind of plastic, which I think looks nice. If they did kind of pure white, it would definitely make it pop a lot more. However, it does kind of have a bluish tint to it, so I think that the way that they did it was good. The white might have looked a little better, but nonetheless, I think that it's decent. He looks very cool with that. There's a shot of the whole line of the ones that they did show. Then we have Greef Karga, looking very nice. Package-wise, looks good. Trying to see, if you get a hint as to what the next one is. You get a little something here. I'm not sure. It was very clear that Moff Gideon was going to be the next one based on, I don't remember which one they showed. Maybe it was on Saj Ventress's or something, but it was very clearly his cape, so sometimes you get a nice hint as to who the next figure is. So that might be somebody, but it is very hard to tell. Looks like a good figure. Face sculpt wise looks decent. Moff Gideon looked better because it really, showed his expression. This one, expression's kind of lifeless. As far as the likeness to the actor, it's not great. It's okay at best. Figure wise looks good though. I think that the texture in the costume is really quite detailed, which is nice. And they got his proportions done nicely. He's a little thicker, so not fat. I'm not trying to be rude to the actor, but he's a little bulkier. So I think that it's nice that they sculpted the body to really match that, because he's on the verge of just being kind of normal too, so I could see them just kind of going with their standard thickness, but no, they did him right. So I'm not trying to be offensive here, just trying to be accurate to his build, but overall I think that the figure looks nice. His kind of half coat looks cool too. They have him in some awkward poses here. He does come with 2 blasters though, which is nice. And looking good. Face sculpt, again, I think it's quite poor. Out of the 3 of these, it's the worst one, in my opinion. But it'll do. And then we have Kuil. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. I barely remember him actually if anybody says his name in the movie. I'm just calling him This Is the Way guy. But no, he's obviously a character from the first season that was very prolific in that season, and didn't make it through, obviously. So it's nice that we're still getting a figure of him, though. He is the one that I didn't pre-order. I just don't need him. Not to say that I didn't like him as a character. I thought he was very good, but I just not one. He wasn't my favorite character or anything, and especially knowing that we won't get anything more with him, I think I'm good without this figure. Not to mention, or not to say that it's not a good figure, though, because it does look quite good. As far as his overall body, completely new sculpt. He's very short, of course. Face sculpt wise, I think he looks really nice. It would be cool if he had an articulated jaw. That would be awesome. He comes with, is that like I guess it's like a little gun. I don't quite remember him using that. I'm sure he did, but I just personally don't remember it. But overall, looks good. I think that he could use some better paint when it comes to his clothing, though. This just kind of light brown, almost just looks like the plastic color. And then this orange is just kind of bright. Like, I wish there was a little shading there, a little more going on, because the texture is great. Just the painting's a little basic, except for his head. The head's got nice shading in it. It really, brings out his eyes too, because they're so inset. It looks good. But the body is a little basic when it comes to the paint level. Good looking figure though overall. So there you go. That's my thoughts on these new figures. Again, like I mentioned, they are up for pre-order, so feel free to grab them. Just out of curiosity here, if I were to do a quick refresh, let's see if they're still in stock. Yeah, they're still there. So yeah, you probably have time. Feel free to go jump on them. I think that Moff Gideon's going to be a popular one. Greef Karga and This Is the Way boy probably won't be super popular. But The Mandalorian is just a series that is very popular. Like, I can't think of a Mandalorian figure that didn't kind of sell out instantly. So there you go. That's my thoughts on these new figures. Very excited to get another Mando Monday, and looking forward to the next. Let me know what you guys think of them, and thanks so much for watching.